All right, we're going across to some news just coming in. Jasprit Bumrah is holding a press conference right now. These are visuals from there. Listening to what Bumrah is saying.
Obviously, as a bowler, you have to quickly assess and play around with the variation and what you have to do as a bowling unit. That's the change that I would be looking forward to do. And going with a fresh mindset and looking forward to contribute towards the team however I can and trying to take the team forward.
All right, we'll take in from division media. Sunandan sir, you can go ahead, followed by Kuntal.
जसप्रीत, जो अभी तक आपको देखा है, आप ज्यादा बात नहीं करते, चाहे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो चाहे ग्राउंड पे हो, लेकिन अब रोल बदल रहा है आपका, क्योंकि आप बोल रहे थे कि यंगस्टर के साथ मैं बात करता हूं, अब तो आपको एक्सपीरियंस के साथ भी बात करनी होगी, केएल भी नया है, आप भी नए हो, तो ये सब बदलाव जो है, इसकी तरफ आप क्या नजरिए से देखते हो?
देखिए सर, मैं तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आप चाहते ही हो, आप जब क्रिकेट में आते हो, बिकॉज अगर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है, प्रेशर नहीं है, तो गेम में मजा नहीं आएगा। तो मैं यही कोशिश करता हूं कि जो भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आएगा, जैसा भी तरीके से हम कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाए, हम लोग लुक फॉरवर्ड करते हैं कि ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी को अच्छी तरह से निभाए और अपना बेस्ट देने की कोशिश करें। मैं एज अ बॉलर हमेशा, जब मैं नया आया था तभी भी मैं सवाल ज्यादा पूछता था, क्योंकि मेरे को जितना सीखने का शौक है, तो मैं जितना हो सके सीनियर से सवाल पूछता था। तो अभी थोड़ा ट्रांजिशन फेज में मेरे से भी जो यंग प्लेयर आए हैं, वो अगर सवाल पूछते हैं तो मैं उनसे वो एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर पाता हूँ। तो मैं वही कोशिश करता हूँ, समटाइम्स उनके इनपुट्स, फ्रेश इनपुट्स मुझे भी हेल्प कर सकते हैं। तो ये कम्युनिकेशन हम हमेशा कोशिश करते हैं कि पूरी टीम में रहे, कि कभी कभी फ्रेश माइंडसेट, कुछ बाहर से कोई नया लड़का अगर आता है, उसको कुछ स्पेशल कुछ ऑब्जर्वेशन होती है जो शायद अंदर रह के नहीं हो पाती, तो वो हम कोशिश करते हैं कि अच्छा कम्युनिकेशन रह पाए, तो कैसे टीम को बेनिफिट होगा, चाहे वो यंगस्टर के थ्रू हो कि चाहे वो सीजन कैंपेनर के थ्रू।
थैंक यू।
हाँ जसप्रीत, कुंतल एबीपी न्यूज से मेरा सवाल यह है कि अभी 2023 वर्ल्ड कप के लिए 20 महीना है, क्या अभी से ही वो प्लान शुरू हो जाएगा? क्योंकि ये बहुत एक इम्पोर्टेंट टूर्नामेंट होगा और बहुत सारे चीज देखा जाएगा, परमुटेशन, कॉम्बिनेशन, क्या अभी से ही हर सीरीज में उस तरह का प्लान के साथ टीम इंडिया जाएगी?
ऑब्वियसली एक विजन तो हमको रखना ही है कि 23 वर्ल्ड कप में हमको किस डायरेक्शन में जाना है, तो प्रेपरेशंस शुरू पहले ही हो जाएगी। अगर कोई नए प्लेयर्स आते हैं या कैसे भी हम उस डायरेक्शन में जाना है, तो इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज देने की कोशिश करेंगे। तो आई थिंक एक विजन रखना बहुत जरूरी है। ऑब्वियसली ईच एंड एवरी सीरीज को इंपॉर्टेंस देना, अनप्रेजेंट पे रहना कि क्या उस सिचुएशन में करना है, वो वैल्यू करेगा ही, बट एक विजन रखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और हम रखने की कोशिश करेंगे।
Last two questions, Kushan followed by Ravish. Kushan, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Jasprit. Now that you're the vice captain, pardon me if I joined a bit late, but what do you think personally about your own leadership skills, and have you ever given it a thought that you'd like to lead India one day, and how do you look at it, the captaincy thing, if it comes along the way to you somewhere?
See, I have already answered this question before as well, that if given an opportunity, it would be an honor, and I don't see any other player who would say no, but I'm no different. So yeah, be it any leadership group, be it any responsibility, or I always look to contribute however I can to the best of my ability. I look at this situation in the same manner, not to take any extra responsibility, extra pressure that now I have to be overcautious. Yes, taking responsibility, talking to a lot of players, trying to help them out in the best way possibility has always been my approach and will be my approach going further in any situation that comes to me.
Hi Jasprit, first of all congratulations, आपको आप वाइस कैप्टनसी कर रहे हैं इस सीरीज में। जसप्रीत, मेरा सवाल हिंदी में और आप उसका हिंदी में जवाब दीजिएगा कि हम लोगों को पता लगा कि आफ्टर द टेस्ट सीरीज की विराट कोहली के बारे में इंस्टाग्राम से हम लोगों को पता लगा कि उन्होंने टेस्ट कैप्टनसी छोड़ दी है। आपको भी इंस्टाग्राम से पता लगा या थोड़ा पहले पता लग गया था?
ऑब्वियसली हम लोग एज ए टीम यूनिट ज्यादा क्लोज है, तो हमारा एक मीटिंग में उन्होंने हमको बताया था कि वो अभी टेस्ट कैप्टनसी से स्टेप डाउन कर रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने हमको एज ए टीम बताया था, एंड उनका डिसीजन हम रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं एंड उनके लीडरशिप को हम बहुत वैल्यू करते हैं। तो हमने उनको कांग्रेचुलेट किया एज ए टीम फॉर हिज कंट्रीब्यूशन to the test team and to our team as a leader, and we wish him all the best. तो यही हमारा उनसे बातचीत हुई थी.
Thank you. Thanks to the media for joining, and thanks Jasprit for your time.
Thank you.
All right, now hunt for Virat Kohli's successor as Test captain is in top gear. Top BCCI officials and selectors will sit with coach Rahul Dravid along with Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul for discussions. Sources say that Rohit has experience of all formats and he has been a captain and as and when required. He's also deputy of Virat and remains a front runner. Meanwhile, KL Rahul's form in England and South Africa pushed him into a Test vice captain's role in Rohit Sharma's absence. Selectors may be tempted to pick him, keeping in mind that Rohit is injury prone. On the other hand, cricket legend Sunil Gavaskar has backed young Rishabh Pant to lead India in these tests.
Last delivery, hit it down the leg side and was worked.
Discussion and who really is going to be taking over from Virat Kohli, who stepped down essentially as Test captain, and a lot of suggestions and a lot of buzz. Also suggestions that KL Rahul should be doing it. Gavaskar in fact has suggested that Rishabh Pant should be taking over. You just heard from Jasprit Bumrah, who also spoke about how if he is given the responsibility, he would be honoured, he said. Who after Kohli then? Front runner Rohit Sharma, current ODI and T20 captain, also proven record as IPL captain, but concerns are that he remains injury prone, and that's a bit of a problem there. The second front runner KL Rahul is going to be leading India against South Africa in ODIs. The problem, lacks leadership experience in red ball cricket. Jasprit Bumrah, I just heard from him, part of India's think tank, leader of India's pace attack, may not be available for all the matches. Also, front runner Rishabh Pant, somebody Sunil Gavaskar is rooting for, young and aggressive, also age on his side essentially, but again inexperience, and that is a bit of a problem. So who really is the best suited to succeed Kohli as the next Test captain? India Today's Nikhil Nas explains.
Well, that lies with the selectors. I mean, it's the selectors, it's their prerogative to decide who's going to be the next Test captain. But that is not to say that they're not going to consider a lot of other opinions as well. As I said, they are going to take into, the coach's word into account. I mean, Rahul Dravid is going to play a major role because he's been given charge of this team. And we've seen it in the past that it's always a combo of a coach and a captain that works really well for cricket anywhere in the world. I mean, we saw it with Virat Kohli as well. Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli forged a great combo, and that is what took Indian Test cricket as far as they did at #1 in the world. So I think Rahul Dravid's suggestions are going to be very, very important, and then it's left to the selectors to decide. But they will also consider a lot of workload. As we're saying, the one obvious name that you would want to have is Rohit Sharma, but you need to have that conversation with Rohit. Is he fit enough? How long does he see himself playing all formats of the game? Because he's had injury issues. Is he comfortable enough to take that workload? Now remember, Virat himself let go of the T20 captaincy because he thought that there was too much of workload to captain all formats. Would Rohit be willing to take that responsibility? That's going to be a very, very important conversation. If not, then maybe you select someone like a KL Rahul and have Rohit alongside him, and of course you'll also have Virat in the team, help him, handhold him and then take him forward as a captain. That's another option you can look at. But at the end of the day, it's the selector's call, and I think the coach is going to play a very, very massive role in deciding who's going to be your next captain.
But soon after Virat Kohli announced that he will step down as the captain of the Test squad, former cricketer Sunil Gavaskar said, unlike others, he wasn't too surprised with the announcement and even picked his choice of captain to take over from Kohli. Listen in to excerpts of this exclusive conversation.
Just wanted to know, Saiva, in terms of now you'd have to look for a new Test captain. Who do you see as your new Test captain? I mean, I'm just talking like an Indian cricket fan. We saw KL Rahul captaining for that one-off Test match. Of course, there were a few questionable, sort of tactical decisions that he took. Of course, he'll be a work in progress. Rohit Sharma, the other experienced guy you can look at, has had some sort of fitness issues. Ajinkya Rahane, the other option you had, now doesn't guarantee himself a place in the playing 11. So are you seeing uncertain times, or even the young captain that you get may take a few years to really, get adjusted to that particular role? How do you see that leadership going forward from here on?
It's going to be quite a debate as far as the selection committee is concerned as to who should be the person who should be taking Indian cricket forward. First and foremost, you look at somebody who's going to be available and is amongst the first picks, an automatic selection in all three formats of the game. And once that happens, then I think the job becomes a lot easier. If you ask me, you haven't asked me, but I'm still saying I would look at Rishabh Pant as the next India captain. And for one reason only. Just like when Rohit Sharma was given the captaincy of Mumbai Indians, when Ponting stepped down and Rohit Sharma was made the captain, look at the change in his batting after that. Suddenly, the responsibility of being a captain meant that instead of playing those beautiful cameos of 30s, 40s, 60s, he was scoring hundreds, 150s, 200s. And I think that sense of responsibility given to Rishabh Pant will make him score many more of those wonderful hundreds that we saw, like the wonderful 100 we saw at the Newlands a couple of days back.
Mr. Gavaskar, you're making a huge point there. You're claiming that Rishabh Pant, at the age of 24, wicketkeeper batsman, is ready to be the next India captain already.
Yes, I'm saying that. Tiger Patodi was captain at the age of 21 under adverse circumstances when Mr. Nari contractor got badly injured. But look what he did. He took to it like a duck takes to water. And similarly, I think what we've seen with Rishabh Pant in his time as the captain of the Delhi Daredevils in the IPL, I do believe that he has the capability of taking Indian cricket forward and making it a very exciting team to watch.